G'day there, Ozysturm here, country Victorian gamer of Star Wars Armada, Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, Dystopian Wars, Flames of War, Battletech, Bloodbowl and many other games. As you can see from my background, I am not anywhere near my gaming table at the moment. I'm actually on holidays up here in sunny Echuca, Victoria, enjoying a nice week. And I wanted to get this video on as soon as I could regarding basically what has occurred last year, what I have achieved in my gaming terms, what haven't I achieved, and what are my plans for 2025. So to start off with, review of 2024. Well, I had thought that I would have my Battletech Kickstarter for the mercenaries and be able to paint most of them. I also thought that I would have a bit more time to do some of the Star Wars Legion terrain, as well as finish off quite a bit of the actual some of the models that I have due to arrive, including the Imperial Roit Squad, which unfortunately is still sitting at home in its box, waiting to be painted. What did I achieve though? Well, I did achieve purchasing the AT-DT and getting that fully painted up. I also achieved a number of mechs for the Battletech that I've painted up for my Kellhounds, and also basically figuring out that I don't need much in the way of more mechs, except for one or two that will come with the Kickstarter. In terms of my other games, Dystopian Wars I've put on the back burner at the moment, as there's not many people in Castlemaine playing the game. Even in Bendigo there are not quite a lot. Armada, unfortunately, as we know, we have not had any new updates, so that unfortunately meant that we got to wait and see what is going to go about that. But I have a plan for what my content will be like going forward with Armada. X-Wing, also there's not much happening, but I can't do too much about it. Team Yankee, I've successfully got some Leopard 2 tanks and have painted them up. I also got some M113s, which are mortar carriers for the Canadians, and have painted them up. I got some Apache helicopters for the Americans that are basically close support for the Canadians, which is great. So those plans for Team Yankee, and I was successful playing a Team Yankee game this year, which I'm actually quite pleased about. Now, my plans for 2025. My first up is that I want to complete painting of my Chaos Dwarf Bloodbowl team. That is around about 50% done, and hopefully should be completed maybe in the next week or two, and I will have a video of all of that. I will be then moving on from Bloodbowl into Star Wars Legion to paint and assemble some more terrain pieces, namely the Crash tie, which I will also cut up a little bit to turn it into a mining guild tie wreckage, and also then another building to go with it. I am on the search to find like a sentry tower, something that gives a little bit height to it, as well as some more rock terrain types, rock arid terrain types. Then after I've done those two, I will want to make a start on the Imperial Roit Squad, painting, assembling, painting, basically just like the colorations as you can see on the box. So that will be an interesting one. Then, after that, fingers crossed, I hopefully will have the Battletech Kickstarter by end of Feb, early March maybe. Who knows? It would be nice to get them. And then I'll be doing some more on that. However, one of the things that I'm going to do with the Battletech is, other than those few mechs that are going to be for the Kellhounds, I'm going to start a second faction. I'm going to start a faction that has very close ties with the Kellhounds, but have more of a complete army. As you may know from a lot of the source material regarding Kellhounds, that they don't have any vehicles. So they use a lot of the planetary militia tanks if they're going to, or Lyran. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with a Lyran Alliance, or a House Steiner specific force. I'm not sure for what era. In some ways, I want to base it around clan invasion, but on the other hand, if I go a bit beyond it, like into the Ill Clan era, then that will help me to have a lot more of the different vehicles and a lot better mechs. Certainly, maybe shifting the dynamic from clan invasion to maybe Fedcom Civil War might be appropriate, or maybe even closer to Ill Clan. So that's my plan for Battletech. Then I'm hoping also to receive within the next 2 to 3 weeks from Canada, from Wes Jansen 3D Printers Services, a whole set of Zann Consortium Star Wars Armada ships. These include the Aggressor Star Destroyer, or Aggressor Destroyer, the Keldab Battle Cruiser, the Columnus Corsair, the Crusader gunship, a 6 Skipray blast boats, and 12 of the Pirate Fang fighters, or Pirate Snub fighters. That will pretty much give me an entire new faction for Star Wars Armada. It will also mean that I can start work on finding out what sort of cards. Now, I had a thought of doing it myself, but then a friend of mine put me onto Discord on a group called Star Wars Legends. Now, Star Wars Legends, and I'm on there also as Ozysturm, has already created a number of content for Star Wars Armada, and currently they are also looking at my friend's Sector Command campaign and doing some tweaks to that with my friend. Now, that means that I should have a full set of cards, full set of base plates that I can theoretically print off and utilize in the next couple of months, sort of thing. So I'll do a report maybe mid this year on all of that. The other thing that I still need to get for the Zann Consortium, of course, is some Vengeance frigates. These have the twin railguns out the front, sort of thing. And I'm finding difficulty finding a good version of that. There are currently 2, one from Pulsar in the US and another from another company in England. But both of them are quite dear and expensive, so I may have to sort of save the pennies, or in the case of if it's going to the UK, coming from the UK, save the threepences and shillings and stuff. Either way, I'll get them sometime towards mid-year. Lastly, of course, then shifting gear after doing Star Wars Martyr, going back to Legion. We have sometime towards the back half of this year, we should receive here in Australia the likes of the Imperial High Command. That's the one with Moti, Tarkin, Targ, and Thrawn. That's definitely one set that I'm going to get. I'm also going to get another 2 probe droids and have a look at them because I like probe droids. And then maybe take a look at some of the other bits and pieces for the Rebels that may come out towards the late half of this year. So that is my plan for 2025. I do apologize for the cars behind me because unfortunately, like I said, I'm on holidays and there's not too many places that I can actually go and do this where it's going to be peace and quiet. So, from Ozysturm, welcome to 2025. Hopefully it's a great year for you. Hopefully it's a great year for me. Hopefully my dice is better on the table this year. So, from Ozysturm, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the table next time. Bye for now.